Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Final video of the day, and good news because we know we all need the good news every once in a while to kind of chill our breaks, and this is what it's going to be. Well, first off, let's get that going with Fauci will be stepping down. That's right, you heard me correctly. I did not stutter. Finally, once in my life, he is stepping down. Yeah. Well, that is fucking fantastic, isn't it, boys and ladies? As well. We get to see the actual insanity that has been plaguing us for the past 2.5 years, give or take, and it's really feeling great. But there's probably more news of this as we can speak, because I'll probably explain that a little bit more as we go through the article. And let's do it, shall we? Dr. Anthony Fauci stepping down as NIAID chief with White House medical advisor in December. Congrats! Yes. Very, very good. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the face of America's response to the COVID-19 pandemic, announced Monday that he will be stepping down as director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases come December. Fauci, 81, will also vacate his position as President Biden's chief medical advisor. While I am moving on from my current positions, I am not retiring, the infectious diseases expert said in a statement released by National Institutes of Health. After more than 50 years of government service, I plan to pursue the next phase of my career whilst I have so much energy and passion for my field. Fauci has been NIAID since 1984, but only became a nationwide celebrity and a source of controversy with the onset of the coronavirus outbreak in March 2020. I would agree with this. While Fauci initially won widespread acclaim for his appearances at the daily White House press conferences, he caused anger by flip-flopping on the efficacy of masks and hedging as recently as this past April on the question whether the U.S. was still in the pandemic phase of the outbreak. He also became a target of Republican lawmakers who wanted to know more about his role in NIH, sending taxpayer money to the Wuhan Institute of Biology in central China, where he thought COVID-19 may have emerged from an accidental leak. Fauci and Trump repeatedly clashed in the final months of the 45th president's administration, with Trump hinting he would fire Fauci if he won re-election. On Monday, Fauci said he had been an enormous privilege to serve under and advise 7 U.S. presidents, beginning with Ronald Reagan on infectious disease threats, including HIV, AIDS, Ebola, Zika, and COVID-19. I am particularly proud to have served as the chief medical advisor to President Joe Biden since the very first day of his administration, Fauci continued. Biden heaped praise on his soon-to-be former medical advisor, saying in a statement that the U.S. was stronger and healthier because of him. I would not necessarily agree the past couple of years. Maybe in the past, sure, he was probably a great advisor or what have you, but I would not recommend him anymore because he is a communist fraud. Because of Dr. Fauci's many contributors to public health lives here in the United States and around the world have been saved. Biden said as he leaves his position in the U.S. government, I know that American people and the entire world will continue to benefit from Dr. Fauci's expertise in whatever he does next. Not necessarily no. Whether you met him personally or not, he has touched all Americans' lives with his work. Yeah, very negatively. I extended my deepest thanks for his public service. Fauci did not elaborate on what he plans to do after stepping down as NIAID director, but he said he wanted to continue to advance science and public health and to inspire and mentor the next generation of scientific leaders as they help prepare the world to face future infectious disease threats. He added, over the coming months, I will continue to put all my effort, passion, and commitment into my current responsibilities, as well as help prepare the Institute for our leadership transition. NIH is served by some of the most talented scientists in the world, and I have no doubt that I am leaving this work in very capable hands. Fauci's announcement comes after he teased last month that he would step down from public service by the end of President Biden's term. In May, he vowed to leave if former Donald Trump returned to the White House in 2024. And let me try to iterate exactly what that kind of means and kind of the issues that he has. The issue that we have here with this specifically is that Fauci knows that the potential of, like, what Tim Pool kind of said is that he knows that the time for the Democrats are potentially near because the Democrats are really defending him and really sprouting him up as much as possible, whereas the Republicans are not doing so. And he also knows that he can easily be investigated by the Republicans if he does not leave, because of the fact that all the stuff that he has been doing and what he could potentially be hiding, because there's some emails and stuff that has been exposed, which is very badly. The thing is about what the problem with Fauci and that I have with him is not necessarily his expertise, or rather his lies or what have you, although those are pretty egregious as well, is that he became very political and was spouting very communist and very communist type stuff that was very, very bad for Americans. We ended up shutting down our country for a year, and it ended up having a very bad and negative impact on the American people. Kids were end up killing themselves because of the lockdowns, because of no social interaction. Kids ended up essentially degrading very rapidly in their actual academic stuff and all that. And it's a huge problem that we've seen, and we've noted, and our economical area really suffered as well. So obviously it was not a correct it was not the correct move, and this was mostly due to Fauci's doing. And he was continuing to spout a lot of nonsense, a lot of other stuff that's been very evil, that has caused issues with the American people in general. And this is the reason why I don't like this man. He may be good at his craft, maybe, but that does not mean that he had the right to become very political and pounce on people that attacked, that he deemed not seemed fit. And these are the issues that I have with this man. And anybody that is a scientist or a doctor, especially a doctor, that comes up with this type of stuff and is very political. You need to be apolitical in these matters, because being apolitical saves lives. Being political does not. And this is the issue that we have. I don't like a lot of politicians. I think there's a huge amount of issues with them, and he is one of these examples. I'm glad that he'll be leaving and retiring in December, but let's not forget that we need to have Republicans also audit him and investigate him, because I think he has some very shady dealings that need to be investigated, and he is a prop, and he could be very easily liable to be put in jail for some of these things, especially some of the stuff that he's done in China, which also needs to be investigated. We don't know everything. That's the reason we need to investigate, and all these other things. And what Donald Trump said, he was going to go after, I think, Hillary Clinton and then one other person if he gets into office, and raid their homes. And again, I'd rather, as much as I don't like that, and I want the evil people to be pretty much put out of our country, in terms of making sure they receive swift justice. I don't want him going after people for political reasons, because it can incite a huge issue with the American people in general, and we don't want to divide us much further. However, I do know that there should be an investigation involved first with these people, and after everything's been cleared out and all that, and then if you get the right investigation, the right information that is bad, then yes, we go out and do the raid or whatever. But to actually immediately start with raid, it will just be means more of a political standing than anything. We need to stop that. But I digress. Fauci does need to be investigated, and all that, and it's a good thing that he's actually technically leaving, because I think he's done more harm to the American people than helped in the past couple of years. Maybe not in the past, but deep past, I would say. But as of right now, he has done more damage than good. So thank God he's leaving. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.